Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Saturday, the 30th of September. As we reach the end of the month, we also in our readings reach the end of David's life. 1 Kings chapter 2, David gives a final charge to Solomon before he dies. He says to Solomon, "I'm about to go the way of all the earth, so be strong and act like a man." And then he challenges him to walk in God's ways. He says, "Observe what the Lord your God requires. Walk in obedience to him and keep his decrees and commands, his laws and regulations as written in the law of Moses. Do this so that you may prosper in all you do and wherever you go." Walk in God's ways so that you may prosper in all you do and wherever you go. That's just a challenge to each of us, that we walk in the ways of the Lord, that we walk in obedience to him so that we may prosper. And that's where true prosperity comes from. And if you walk in God's ways, life goes better. God doesn't give any commands that makes life worse. They all make life better. That might be complicated in the modern world. We might have to do things that nobody else is doing, but it's always for the best for us. And too often you watch the way the world walks and what they do, and down the line there's catastrophe and tears. God says, walk in my ways so that you may prosper in all you do and wherever you go. And ultimately, as we walk in God's ways, our prosperity and the blessing and the abundance we receive is not all focused here. Because like David, we have to recognize, I'm about to go the way of all the earth. Every single one of us will go that way as well. And no matter how much we've got now, and people will have accumulated huge amounts of wealth and possessions and houses and cars and all sorts of things, and think, oh, look how blessed I am. But all of that stays behind when you go the way of all the earth. And only those things which we take with us into eternity, which ultimately is our integrity, our character, our spirituality, our walk with God, our faith, our obedience, that we take with us. And so those are the true blessings that we receive from God. So as David challenges Solomon, I think it's a challenge to each one of us. And certainly it's a challenge I think we'd all pass on to our offspring and say to them, walk in the ways of the Lord. Do this so that you may prosper in all you do and wherever you go. So as you walk in the way of the Lord, however imperfectly it might be, we pray, Lord, make it better day by day. We walk in his ways and we know his blessing.